Yep, we're recording. So everybody always starts. You ever notice that? People always start off, are we live? I'm live. Are we live? And that's it. So I'm actually just recording this because apparently you can't promote lives. So the main well, one of the main goals of me going live the other night was to promote it so that people could actually then link to the actual video I wanted to promote that they didn't allow me to promote. So, I want to welcome in some new viewers. Oh, I got my cell phone here because I'm going to show you something from the cell phone today. Welcome in new viewers to Growing Up Alien, and we're a community of folks who are contactees or individuals who are Earth people who want to get more information concerning what's happening on their planet and the help that we're getting from upstairs. So, always welcome any of our viewers and friends to come on the channel and tell their story or ask questions or give us some answers as well, not only in the comment sections, but also live with us today or in the future. So those who are watching tonight when I post this. But anyway, so the video that Erica and I put together on Deliverance, called On Deliverance, I'm going to put the link in the bottom. I'm going to actually put a promotion on this so we can get it out to more people. Because this is pretty pivotal, what's going on upstairs. I went up this afternoon. I'm going to go back up now, actually, once I'm done with this. And I had mentioned today when I went up, I said, we really can't just think about ourselves and abandon the Earth people. That doesn't make any sense. That's what we came here to do. So, yeah, that's definitely on the table for sure. What are we going to do for people here? I also figured out, well, I knew Val Thor was involved anyway, and I know Val through a friend of mine here who's Venusian walking on Earth, and Val's involved. I kind of figured he put in a lot of effort, back in the day. That's kind of kicking his pants to throw all that out. So yeah, we're getting a pretty good army together of a lot of different people upstairs and of course downstairs as well. So you guys keep getting involved, keep going upstairs, keep telling them what we got to do because this is ridiculous. So well, we're definitely. I really feel today that we're going to be moving forward significantly. So before I show the video, I want to just give a shout out for this video I'm going to show you today to Joanna for this great catch because I know we're being targeted. I know we're being shadow banned, and this is a recent sort of event that's happening for us. Erica didn't explain that taking out the humans, so this is obviously human based. The people who are against us are human based. And it's going to be a lot harder taking them out than it is to take out some of the different tech. So we're going to see what can be done there. I'm going to talk about that a little bit tonight too when I go back upstairs to see what the heck's going on. So anyway, one of the things I'm going to pull up here I'll show you what they did when I tried to promote that. So where is this? We're going to shoot screen share, screen share, screen share, share. Hello. Screen share. There. Ta-da! All right. That is the thumbnail for new folks who will be joining us. Welcome to the new folks. Can't wait to hang out and chat with you guys. So this is the thumbnail for the video. It's called Our Deliverance. And this is an overview of the work that's going on upstairs to not only assist the envoys and starseeds, whatever you want to call the walk-ins, but also the Earth people. So it's a big uphill climb initially, but I feel very strongly that we've broken down a lot of misunderstandings and, I'm going to say arrogance in some way as well. So this video here is where I see 5 seconds in. Where is that? When I promoted it, it didn't promote. And I'm actually glad I did a screenshot, a quick, there it is, I'm like, what? Like your promotion was not, approved. I'm like, why would it not be? It doesn't make any sense. And it says, oh, it was disapproved. This promotion violates policy and can't run. To continue, fix the policy issues. Yeah, up your ass. I'm fixing anything. So it was called shocking content. So for those of you who saw the video on Deliverance, like, is that shocking content? You know, it doesn't make any sense. I've promoted other videos that actually had more shocking content of people being abducted and beaten and all that stuff. And that wasn't shocking content. They isn't so this is like because they didn't, and Erica hit the nail on the head the other day. Because this video on deliverance is about us coming together and moving forward in a coherent action, which the bad guys don't want. So they don't want a lot of people seeing that video. It's like, there you go. Shocking content. What? You know, content that contains violent language. Well, I swear all the time, doesn't bother them. Well, that's not violent language. Gruesome imagery. Like, excuse me, I don't think graphic images, accounts of physical trauma, and obscene or profane language likely to shock or scare. This is nonsense. And they pulled it because today I was going to get a better picture and it's gone. Like, oh, your promotion ended and it never started. They didn't charge me, so that's plus. And here we go. Let's see. There. What I'm going to show you next, like I say, it's going to be a short video tonight. Thanks to Joanna. She picked this up and I'm like, holy chickens. Wow. So not that long after we posted our video, this channel here called Swaru, which we're going to call them out because everybody knows, you know, we know who you are. This is not a real extraterrestrial. This is one of the hijacked propaganda ones. So I got to be careful what I say because they may not let me promote this one. So what I'm going to do is actually play this, and it's on extractions, which is what we were talking about, extracting the Starseeds envoys. Space news, nothing, but it is insane. This is literally like mind-blowing. So we found out, which of course we kind of knew. We didn't know it was necessarily this, but we knew the bad guys were definitely onto us. Something similar happened to Ashton Forbes, where they were doing this. Like he would post a video and like almost immediately, like that night or the next day, the enemy would post a similar video. And he's like, holy, like it was crazy. So what I'm going to do is pull out here and I'm going to just play it from my cell phone. What's up? There we go. Because it's just her face, whoever this person is. It's not a real person. And of course, people are texting me at the same time. So yeah, here we go. Listen to this. She said, I wrote this March 15th. Sure you did. All right. Right after.
On the morning of March 15th, 2025. We have noticed since a long time ago that just about everyone who is on the surface of Earth and holds a certain awareness about the existence of extraterrestrials, and who is in contact with us, and not, all want to be extracted, to be taken off planet. Taking into account the way things are on Earth, and how they have been for quite a while, no one can blame them. Some people who were in contact with a member of my group have even resorted to trickery and plain extortion to be extracted and reacted violently when denied so, attacking my group and claiming it was false only because we did not comply, as if having the ability to extract or not were any kind of proof. Neither we nor any other non-human group near Earth have any real control over extractions, over who gets to be, and under what circumstances.
No, some buffering.
Never pay for your internet again. Discover the Ultralink free Wi-Fi router built with the same technology used in space.
Contrary to what is said, depicted, or even led to think by other authors and researchers on the subject, no extraterrestrial group functions fully independently when dealing with anything that has to do with planet Earth, as there is a regulatory government up here that sets the rules, legislates and controls all extraterrestrial and human communication or contact of any kind. Such government is the Galactic Federation, of course. Extracting someone without going through all the Galactic Federation bureaucracy does bring strong and difficult consequences for those who extract without their consent, approved procedures, and justifiable causes, as already happened to my group because of the last 2 times they did so. All the extraterrestrial researchers, as well as just about all the other claimed and alleged extraterrestrials, either talking or giving their messages through people, depict outer space as an area where star races, good and evil ones, go about imposing their agendas and their will on others as if no higher authority would dare stop them. Therefore, most people assume that each star race, us included, can simply extract anyone at our will. But that is not the case, as it must be done through the Galactic Federation, with its approval, or it will be taken and seen by them as kidnapping, regardless if the subject wants it or not, regardless if the subject is pleading and begging for it, as the Federation does not see that as valid. The Galactic Federation, and the rules it enforces onto people living on Earth, demand that their pre-incarnation soul contracts should be observed, even if they mean extreme suffering. Therefore, at least
Yeah, that's that you all know that whole channel is the three-letter agencies. So and that's why anytime you hear anything about like soul contracts, people talk about soul contracts. There's no such thing as a soul contract. That's all. That's all. That's the Anunnaki soul trap that you have before you incarnate somewhere, like well here, that you have to fulfill some kind of contract. This is actually that was part of the Anunnaki soul trap system. There is no such thing. You're an autonomous sovereign being. You don't have a soul contract. Not only that, someone like me, my I wasn't born here. I walked in here. And even if it's all the star seeds, it's not quite the same situation. So you were coming through around the soul trap because you weren't coming through the soul trap itself. Um, yeah, it's that whole thing is, but I mean the fact that she was not she, there's a group of handlers that are doing that. But the fact that they were actually talking about this March 15th, supposedly when they put this together, and it's exactly what we were talking about in our video. And then they say that they're the only ones talking about this, and then I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think, yeah, I don't. So yeah, this is part of that's how you know, yeah, whoever's watching us is the bad guys. So that's all nonsense. If you know anybody who watches those kinds of channels, I just warn them, that's not real. That's even the fact they picked Taygeta, that's another. the star Taygeta. That's even stranger. So anyway, yeah, even though that, I mean, they were liberated, and awesome, and they're fixing their planet up. So yeah, that's where we are. Like I said, I went up today and everything's all like I had all that stuff lifted off me. It feels amazing. Ika and I were just having a really innocent day today. Well, we're very innocent. I actually noticed that talking to other people in their relationships that we have a very like innocent childlike relationship. Everybody else has these kind of rock and roll kind of situations. And I'm like, oh, kind of like ours, kind of like our gentleness. The other ones are gentle. It's just, we're a little different. So he has a really childlike personality. That is him, not the other personality that he has to explore when he's in the military. So and some of the crap that went on recently. So yeah, we've got some more videos coming up. Hopefully I'll have some more information from upstairs and Val about where we're headed with this. And I know Erica's going to come back on and assist people in figuring out how to get rid of some of these human used extraterrestrial design tech that is like messing with your head. It's awful. It's really, really bad. Obviously they want us to off ourselves. They want us to that obviously, right? I mean, is if you're in a war with somebody, the more you can get the enemy away, the better it is. So that's what they're doing. And it's a nightmare when you're going through these attacks and everything. It's absolutely, absolutely a nightmare. It's like, yeah, it's a struggle. So that's where we are. I'll put the link to this video from them, from the three-letter people, in the description sections, and I'll also put in a link to the video that I want more people to notice, because this is what's actually going on upstairs, as we negotiate and make the people upstairs aware of what's the situation down here. And, as I said, the working class extraterrestrials that are down here and upstairs, they're on our side. We've got quite a bit of people coming forward. Of course, Semyasi is on our side. And of course, obviously my husband is definitely on our side. And a couple other ET guys that I've been talking to. Lyra, of course, as well. She's on, obviously. The people there's a lot of there's millions, 250 million starseeds and envoys here on Earth. And many of them, not everyone, but many of them have family upstairs or back on their home planets. And, they definitely, care about their loved ones. So there's a lot of weight being leveraged, but we have to kind of make sure it's all kind of leveraged together as we negotiate this and move forward upstairs. So when I'm upstairs this time, I'm actually in my other body. So cool beans on that. I like that body. I really want, like, that's my real body. So yeah, gonna be good. Gonna be heading up shortly. I think Val's gonna come through tonight. I was kind of just running it by him today, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm aware of this, and I've met with people and blah blah." So yeah, I was just running it by him, saying like, all that. This is not what we planned. He's like, no, and you put yourself at great risk those many years ago in the late 50s, coming here and negotiating for the liberation at that time of our planet. But the greed and I wouldn't say poor judgment. I mean, the MJ12 and all the different government factions here, because we had aligned with the NAZI party. And we are the, let's see. We are the Fifth Reich. So they knew what they were doing, because they were allying with the extraterrestrials that they were already allied to. So there's no way they were gonna make arrangements with the GFW and with a benevolent intention for they have no benevolent intention for humanity, and they still don't. So this is going to be a bit of a push. And today I had mentioned that. I said, it's really not, just extracting, as she was talking about, as we were talking about extracting the envoys, which is one of the, I know, demands many people has, is to extract us. And I understand that. And I agree with that. I mean, I'm definitely, I want to get the hell out of here too. But it's we can't just, and I think some people have made a great idea of probably swapping, a way of doing that, because they've done this already. They've moved. George Van Tassel was swapped. Well, he wasn't swapped. They actually did a fake. They faked his death, and he was taken up. But they can do that. So there were some concerns about that. If it was going to be done in a mass situation, what would happen? So anyway, I still think the right way forward is to move forward with catastrophic disclosure. It's going to be catastrophic. Just get in there and fix everything. You're never gonna, influence the minds of those who don't want to have an open view of this. And there's going to be a lot of people who want to live in a regressive way, and they can do that. It's not, that's the thing people need to understand. It's not gonna be, nothing's to be forced on anybody. If you want to live a regular human life and die a regular human life, you can do that. If you want to have a more interesting life, a more joyful life, you can do that. And I think because our whole purpose of being here, preaching to the choir, was to help the humans on this planet, help the Terrans to enjoy life, and to liberate them from the status that they've been placed in. And it's not their own fault that they were placed in this status. And I know a lot of people are going to be shocked at me actually showing compassion to Terrans, because that is very rare. That is not me. But yeah, I mean, even though I don't want to stay here because I don't jive here, I still wish that these beings who choose to live in joy and liberty have that option. At least have that option. If they want to live as they are. If they come forward, and I don't mean the governments, I mean the people on the planet, because I'm pretty sure most people I've ever talked to would prefer living a life of joy. Not a lot of people are happy living a life of, 60-hour work weeks with, most of your life lost. And, by the time you're half dead, you get a vacation. It's just no one wants, who really wants to do that? And do you really want and even if you're happy with that, I think it's very unfair to assume that your children or your children's children would want to live that kind of indentured lifestyle. So anyway, that's why we are going to assist in making the options for people, and also providing options for people to leave the planet. At some of the Terrans who may want to leave. There are Earthlings off planet already, so allowing them to have that option to try to make their life somewhere else would be fun. So anyway, that's it. I'll put the links in the description. So the main goal, as I said, is to get those new members to see what's going on upstairs, the negotiations that we're doing, the negotiations that you're doing. You need to get up there too. That's the whole purpose why I want to get a lot of people to know this. This is why we were banned, because they don't want a lot of humans getting involved in their own liberation. That's the last thing they want. And as she mentioned there in the video, that's going to be the end of the Matrix cabal, whatever you want to call it. Sure, that's once they all if humanity seriously just stopped. And I heard there was some big, massive protests in Europe, some parts of Europe, I think. Um, if you just filled the streets with, peaceful protesters saying we're not going to live slaves anymore, it'd be over. So anyway, onward and upward, as one of my friends says. And all right, we'll see you guys at the next podcast. Don't forget to put your 2 cents and what you're experiencing and what you're engaged with in the comment section, and reach out to me so that we can all get together and have a nice podcast with you sharing your work. So anyway, cheers, guys.